It's quiet. It's quiet, but it works. 1 second. Should have figured that out already. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you have had a good month. Really? I've been a little busy with some stuff, some health stuff for the wife with her back, and a couple of medieval events that took my time up. Hopefully you're all having a good month so far. Ben says I was nominated to cut the birdhouse kits with the laser at the YMCA today. That's cool. Yes, I am on screen. I'm blown all to shit. That came out wrong. 1 second. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Better-ish. Other than the... No, not quite better. 1 second. Sorry, guys. Why is everything so bright? Now it's too dark? Yeah, it's better. Where's this coming from? Right there. Doesn't really matter. We're not trying to impress anybody too much here, right? Right? I don't know what I'm doing today. That's par for the course, though. Are you guys working on anything? I'm curious. Supposedly I'm streaming on TikTok, but I can't find it, so I have no idea. Thanks, Jason. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi. Yeah, so if anybody's bored and wants to see if they can find me on TikTok, feel free. But I don't see anything here that would say, other than it says I'm streaming on TikTok. I don't fucking know. I've got a few projects to do, none of which I'm going to do today. I've got some gauntlets to make and a set of arms to make. Yeah, we're gonna do something else. I'll just lotion and sip some water before I figure out what we're doing. Oh, it's showing poor stream quality. Why? Please use a keyframe free. Fucking same thing again? I thought I fixed this. Please use a... I'm just gonna screenshot this for next time. Use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Currently, keyframes are not being sent often enough, which can cause buffering. If anybody sees any buffering, feel free to tell me. Jason has 2 belts to do, cigarette case to do, and is gonna help his daughter tomorrow with her top hat. Very cool. I like it. I should make a top hat sometime. That'd be fun. But as far as what I'm doing today, Jesus. I was doing a bunch of laser stuff the last little while. And just tell me if it pop up in chat if it does buffer at all, because I'm curious. I would be curious if it does. If anybody has any suggestions on what I should do today, now's the time for me to say no. But you can throw them out. It might spark my imagination a little bit. I just spent most of the day organizing the shop back into my streaming setup. So I wasn't even sure if this was going to work when it turned on, that's for sure. I'm going to do a quick investigation. I'm just going to look at TikTok to see if it's actually functioning. I don't think it is, but who knows. I think it was functioning last time, but it's such a little sketchy on... oh, what the hell? $252 order. What the fuck? Who ordered... Okay, so I probably have some... Well, that might be an art pack. Just random stuff. Do I need to look at that right now? No. TikTok. TikTok. Open. Not opening. Close all apps. Open TikTok again. TikToking on the air. This is what's the best part of my world. See, I don't even know where it would be on TikTok. I'm terrible. Private videos, random shit that I don't know what's there for. Favorited videos, profile. Alright, TikTok, if you're here, I don't know what to say. Thanks for stopping in. If you're not here, then you're not hearing this. It doesn't matter. Where was it? Ben says he wants a battle suit he can wear for our sprint boat racing. Female elven cuirass from Jason. What's your favorite part of a new piece? My favorite part of a new piece is when you finally start to see that it's coming together as as something that you were hoping it would be, you know. I think depending on how you are at prototyping, the beginning, like right now, if I was to start prototyping something, the beginning can be a little annoying. 1 second. My craziness isn't letting this stay like this. I'm on camera. That's a little better. I know, hardly anything, but my there was too much. I was like, new shirt design. Finally put the new logo on a shirt. It might be a little large, the logo. Thoughts? Opinions? Thoughts? Possibilities? Too big of a logo? I don't know. Not sure. Crisp. And it's the first, actually, strangely enough, I should have done this a while ago. It's the first shirt I've done where the black is t-shirt. You know what I mean? Like I've always printed the black, so there would be a black t-shirt with weird black edging and fill and stuff. So look, I'm happy it turned out. Looks good. Moldak is gonna try my hands on patterning a sword frog for my son. All per customers will. I think there was something lost in translation there. I'm going to try my hands on patterning a sword frog for my son. All per customers will. I don't know what you just said, but that's okay. Where are we? We got a couple viewers. Elven stuff, hey. Maybe I could just fart around with some vambraces. I know I've done that before, but I do want to do like an elven vambrace. Some farting around might be alright. Hey Collins, how you doing? What do we got going on here? Alright, let's move the keyboard out of the way. El Miso out of the way. I should prototype something. I need to make a new pattern. I was just talking to somebody, was he just the other day? It's like, I should just make patterns. Just make patterns. I know I did the laser review video, which I'm keeping that laser that I brought it, the We Create Vision Pro. I'm keeping that one. I sold the X tool today, so now I'm doing the Vision Pro. Phantom says, how about a dagger sheath? Elven patterning? What would I do with that? Do I have a dagger lying around that I could fuck with? No. We're just gonna chat while my brain processes. Ben says, could you help me with a monkey battlesuit that will kill when we are drunk? It's a possibility. It's a possibility. You never know. Yeah, I should prototype something. I'm gonna get some paper, start to think about it. So that new week rate's pretty awesome. Plug. Very happy with it. It's got good size, so that was my main issue with the original week rate. So I'm happy with it. Jason says, you make patterns? I buy patterns. It works out. Elven. Golds and greens. Leaves. Flowing lines. Smooth. No crispness. Nice curve. The only crispness would be like points, maybe, of leafy points. I hate it when I have to be an artist because I'm not very good at it. The art part is the problem. The most broken of pencil sharpeners. Hello, Christopher. Ben says, so there's a chance. On the monkey battlesuit, there's always a chance. That'll do. War-torn elven ranger. Alright. So, I don't know, it's not a lot of new people that pop in, but... oh, look at that. Get all my gear. I am a very slow, scribbly artist, so bear with me. Well, we think about Vambrace. I'm gonna do Vambrace to get my head in the game for the whole. I've been wanting to do like an elven armor set for a while, so we can chat, hang out, and you guys can watch me flounder as I try and figure out a Vambrace for this. You know what I'm saying? You know what the first thing I'm gonna do before we start this is I'm gonna type a little something about where do I see my stream on TikTok, because I really want to see if I'm streaming on TikTok. There's no messages here. There should be. So confused. Settings. Do. Tickety talk. This isn't gonna really give me any info, I don't think. Where do I see my stream on TikTok? How to access... I don't want to see my replay. I want to see my current fucking... Where can I see my live? You'll see a red ring around your profile image with the text live. Will you? Oh yeah, of course. I know that. Yeah, but it doesn't show that right now. Motherfuckers. Let's see if this will help. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, it doesn't show me live. I don't think I'm live. Anyways, we'll figure it out later. War-torn elven ranger. I don't know if we'll get to that specific direction, but if I'm doing an elven Vambrace, maybe I want like a gem in there and something flowy. Usually I would scribble for hours, so this is going to be a lot of scribbling. What if it was, to start, what if it was like a, you guys aren't even going to be able to fucking see this on this bullshit. Where's my tablet? Why don't I just draw on my tablet? 1 second. Are you charged? scribbling. That is my password. What are you doing? There we go. Boom, ba-doom. Settings. Do I have USB-C? Do I have a C kicking around here, or is this a weird? This is not a C. What is this? Bum, 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 boom, boom, boom. One sec. Ah. If I'm gonna scribble, I might as well scribble properly instead of scribbling, well, horribly, really. Take this out. Come on, buddy. There you go. How well will this work? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, look at that. Alright. What do we got for power here? Whoops. Oh, that's not bad. Alright, sorry. Hi, Botrix, you're late. Yeah. Botrix is sketchy at best. Sketchy at the best of times. Jason says, I'm procrastinating getting into harness in the rain. Oh. Alright. So, do a little scribbling. Just to get an idea. Like, I was thinking right off the top that we could go, is that gonna be good enough? Sure. That it could be like more. I know a lot of van braces are like that, but like more like curved up the arm, but not like this isn't. Why am I scribbling it? This isn't the elbow. That's more of like a forearm thing, like a leafy forearm thing. And we could do the same thing down here. Maybe we could have it out over the hand a little bit. Yeah, let's just give myself a little more space here. And then we do it in parts. What's our best options here? This comes out over the hand. Is it straight on the hand? Yeah. So I want it to come out here. Is it hand or wrist? Do we do some kind of like wristy thing? Like, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't want it too pointed. I want it more like this kind of curve. Well, that's super fucking. I certainly went heavy with the line suddenly. But whatever. And it's gonna have some layers. I don't want it to be super, you know, like the other one. Well, honestly, the other one didn't have like a layered. My main cuirass wasn't really. It was layered. I want it to be layered, but I don't want it to be the same kind of layering, you know? So we'll figure it out. Could it have some kind of a gem thing going on? I think it should. Is that too many? I think we go gems. I haven't done gems in a while, and I haven't done it a lot in general, so Large leaves, not small scale leaves. Yeah, that's a good call. I wonder if, like, having it... I'm gonna think about the gems later. Do we go, like, full, like, leafiness with it? Is that, like, bonkers? To just come in here? Or do we do a couple? Where they come out? No. Can't just be one leaf, that's for sure. Oh no. We'll just scribble a bit. Just gotta try and make it look not like feathers. Maybe we'll scribble to our heart's content, right? Leafiness. Man, I don't want it as balanced as that's looking. I did want it more. This is coming out here. As like the under forearm part. Scribble, scribble. I should be looking at leaves. I'm gonna open a page and just look at leaves. Assorted leaves. What's a good one? There we go. Assorted leaves. Yeah, that's what they look like. They look like leaves. Two large leaves overlapping vertically. Yeah, the only thing I'm worried. I kind of want it to be more abstract, and like this is the go-to, right? You like do the leaves that way. Does that make it elven armor or just weird? Do I want it to be leaves? No. I want it to just represent leaves, right? It's elven armor. It's not actually leaves, but there's something leafy about it. Ooh, Ildream's in with the thorns. It's not a bad idea. Putting some thorns in there. I'd use a leaf from the region. Wow. I don't know. I'm not a... What's the word? What's the word for people that know plants? Is it a botanist? Am I right? Please tell me I'm right. Or is that something else? Thorns, vines. Vines are a good idea too. I'm gonna do something really quick here. One second. Botanist deals with plants. Yes! Yes! Rack one up for me. Love it. No, this is what it is. It is a lot of staring at shit. It would be nice if they weren't so, like, simple leaves. If they had some more, something more substantial to them. What if it was only... This is the way of fucking around. You know, I should just make this a bigger brush. It's a little better. If they were like... What are you designing? I'm trying to design an elven vambrace that's got like a leafy theme, but they're not leaves. That's what I would say. They're not leaves. It's just part of the artistic shit. Part of the artistic shit. So it's kind of a lot of farting around is what it is. What if this was like this more, you know? Like what if it flowed up at the edge? Yeah! Okay, so like that's a little thing, right? I think that's good. This is gonna have to come up here. Pretty cool. That looks like a badass weapon I might make. I like that shape. Ben says, nice. We just fucking throw a handle on it and some little leather wrap and we're good to go. Alright, this is not working. One sec. Blacksmith that into a knife. So I like the curve up, and so that should be kind of the same curve up on the other side, other end. It should be put together with. Do we do lacing? I don't know. No, there's a lot of. It is a lot of me staring at this. It just is the way. I wish I had the little add-on for this where you just, like this tap is really bad. It's like, I wish I had the buttons. I could move this and just make it so it's down here on near my hand, but whatever. But that would look cool on a shoulder. Oh, it's forearm. Yeah, it's something similar where it's leafy like that on a shoulder would also be cool. You know, I like I could always pull it back, but I like leaning into the leafiness of this. But if I'm gonna do that one, then I got to do the other too. So it's gonna come up off it a bit. Again. Crazy. So my, as I was saying earlier, my ability to draw is terrible. I'm not. This is just, you know, it is what it is. For somebody who does it, let me put it that way. For somebody who draws a lot, well, not a lot, but I draw a fair bit. Yeah, chubby. It definitely has a feathery vibe, and so I guess it would be determined by how you dyed it and how you finished it in the end. Browns, greens, and golds. Yeah, Collins, exactly. I think that whole idea of a gem, an inset gem down here would be freaking sweet. Like, look at that. Even just putting it like that certainly makes it, oops, awesome, you know? Ooh, it's a gem. Look at the sparkly. I like this. You know, this is coming along way better than I thought for my bullshit. My bullshit's amazing, if you ask me. I don't know about you, but there's something incredible going on right now. Joe says, I'd have the feathered edge above the shoulder. The rest on the shoulder. The design might not fit the elven world. You know what? The elven world is whatever you make it. You know, that's a really cool idea. Like an outside where it's coming up off the shoulder with the point. Like, that's a really cool idea. And one that will probably, probably be put into play. The other option is the leaves down, but you often see elves in all sorts of different games. They're very like obviously tall and slender, so everything is kind of tall, and so the idea of having those leafy points up is a good idea. Anybody got any favorite elves? Don't say Dritz, please. No, that doesn't count. Elves, actual elves, not the Dro or Drow. Asa says your drawing skills are just fine. Remember, drawing and sketching is just another way of communicating, just like a note, just visual. I know. But I just, when it's a live stream, it feels a little under pressure. So, same kind of idea here. We break up the leaf occasionally, you know, little breaks. I think that's cool. We'll see if it works out in the end. I just, usually I flounder a lot more than this. This kind of came right in quickly to what I wanted to do. This is actually kind of cool. I'm very happy with my scribbles. My scribbles. That's a little too much scribble. And I'm my worst critic, like everybody. Everybody's their worst critic, so you're always like, oh, I'm terrible. I'm terrible. You know? And this is some easy leather carving too. Like, on top of easy leather carving, this is a really easy laser project. Do I laser it? Do I toot? Do I do two? Do I two? Did I say do I do two, or did I just say do I two? I think I just said do I two. Do I two? yeah, Asa, exactly. Or Asa. Asa or Asa? Now it's very much two leaves. So, Ace. Asa? Asa. 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 Alright. The gem's cool. Now the only problem is it's two leaves. I like where we're going, but I need to tie it into like some kind of, you know, van brace bit on the back side. This is kind of a 3/4 view, I guess. Whatever. Beep beep beep. Beep beep beep. Beep beep beep. Beep beep beep. Favorite elf, Illustrator. Who's Illustrator from? Mine would probably be favorite elf. Probably like Lorana from Dragonlance. Lorana Thalas. Probably. Though Delamar is pretty cool. But I don't know. I'm a Dragonlance freak, so. That's Lorana. There you go. Shape the straps as if they were the stems of the leaves. You're saying strap it up. Might be an idea. Later, Collins. Well, thanks for stopping in. 2300. Damn. Well, appreciate you stopping in. Have a lovely evening. Yeah, arg. Yeah, brother. Sturm put me on the path. Hell yeah. That's, exactly. I think this is looking very cool. So, I don't know. I am having issues with, the non-armory-ness of it. It's leaf armor is what it is. I wish I could work Keebler Elf Joe in to just fuck with everybody. I like it. I like it. I appreciate that kind of commitment to the fuckery. Keebler Elf. Oh, Joe. This is where Joe says, no, really. I'm like, okay. Ben is 5'1", my own favorite elf. Nice. All right, so we have. Do I just make a regular vambrace under this and attach these two pieces to it? That's a possibility. I wouldn't mind doing something around. I don't know why I turned that, as if you guys could see it. Doing something in here to make it look more like it's a structured fucking thing for armor, but I don't know. No? I don't know. Am I overthinking it? Am I overthinking it? What about having a bark texture on the non-leaf pieces? It's a good idea as well. I just now we're going in towards the I'm just making woodland leafy armor, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. Let's for the hell of it do this stupid thing. It's too much. There. An elf with cookies. How could he not be your favorite? It's hard to argue with that. It's hard to argue with that. What's the premise of this piece? The premise of the piece is elven armor. And in my mind, elven armor is armor that has some like more flowy and possibly woodland elements. And I've gone full woodland elements, right? We're not really. This isn't like kind of woodland elements. Like it's a couple of leaves. So that's my only concern. Is because once I go down this path, forever will it dominate my destiny? Is that what it happened? You know, if I decide to go on this route and be like, oh, okay, I'm making a full suit of armor like this, then it's all frickin' leaves. Jesus Christ. Might lose my mind. Would be pretty cool, though. Some light scribbles, Mr. Scribbles, as they call him, would often scribble the dibble. Yeah, that's why we need to do it, Whiskey. We need to make them armor. Protect the cookies at all cost. Elf legends and elf heroes you could carve in them. Possibly. You know, I think for me personally, at this point here with this, I would really like if I could magically make it look like not just two leaves, while maintaining that it looks cool. Because I could just make a vambrace like this and it would be pretty cool, right? Look up through an oak leaf. I'll look it up. What the fuck is that crazy leaf? Pin oak leaf. That is a weird leaf. And awesome. It flows nice. I like where we're at with this leaf. This is not bad. Asa says, in my mind I would imagine elvish armor being more Atlantean bronze as patina, as they are very long-lived. I can imagine how would nature be incorporated with faux metal. All good points. All good points. And I'm not gonna think too hard on this. Like I don't mind where it's at right now. As far as it's the leafy vambrace. That's okay. It doesn't mean I need to start making a whole suit out of it. But if I could somehow make it into something more. Okay, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna go into here. We are going to select this and duplicate it. just for the hell of it. Like, just for the hell of it. I know, calm down. I'm just playing around. I'm just playing around. Like, what if we came out of this with just like, this is leather underneath here. Like, this is a piece of leather. We've tooled something cool on it. We've got the leafy bit, and we've tooled something on it. It's got like a kind of rolled edge on it, maybe. Some kind of, whoa, bouncing all over the place. I don't know what we would tool on it, but there could be some neat, like, stuff that's not scribbled like this in the end. Scribble dibble. Could even do it where it's comes to here instead. Whoa, that's tiny. Doop doop. You guys feel free to, like, while I'm staring at the screen, comment, "Ah, it's terrible," or whatever. Just because, I don't know, I like feedback. You know, like, this isn't what I would do specifically, but this is just filler. There could be all sorts of shit on here. But it would do what I was hoping, which is to give it some more armoriness. Like, I really like that other leaf. I did like the other leaf. I could just make that as well as a pattern. I might as well. There's no reason for me not to. I've got it saved. But having, like, more of a leather base. Like, imagine if all this was a piece of brass that I etched. Wow, it's terrible or whatever. Thanks, Truss. Thanks. Thank you. Appreciate it. But, like, it could be cool. And then this is another chunk of fun. I don't know what I'm saying. A chunk of fun. Maybe it's got a border piece on it. With some kind of, like, some kind of design or texture in there. And then we come down here to either straps. This lets me run away a bit more with ideas for the full suit. But I do really like that other one. I think that other one I'm going to do just because. But I don't know if it would become a full suit of armor or whatever, you know? Adeline. The squiggles part etched metal? Yes! Exactly. Hell yeah. We're in this now. Adelina and I are like, we've got it set. That looks really cool for just my scribbles. Look at me scribbling away. You wouldn't really see this up here. This is supposed to be kind of an angled view. So just for my own sanity, let's go up here. Take this out. And then this kind of comes up here. All these stupid things. Maybe this could be more of a tree. Like I could start, I don't know. Or roots. Maybe it could be roots. I think it's really cool, actually. Really cool, he says. Really cool. This is dumb. I don't know what I'm doing there. Let's clear this out. That's just going to be problematic for whoever's wearing it. It's like it would just like cover into the bits of your hand. It's got to be more of a straight cut across. Not that it matters. Nobody's wearing my sketch. It's a sketch, but you know what I'm saying. Maybe the front part a bug, the back a leaf. The front part a bug, the back a leaf. A bug? A bug? You want me to draw bugs? think this ends up being a little more, like that's going to be a weird curve. I'm totally making this. I do feel there's something. The shape of the vambrace is terrible. There's something going on here, and I'm gonna fuck with it because I can, because that's what I do. Maybe it needs to just come up more straight so my eyes don't go insane. I don't know. It is on an angle. But this is like some, if this is brass, it's some interesting brass. Too much of a weird curve. You know? Whatever. Whatevs. Whatevs. And I can make it so you can, if you want to do leather, great. If you want to do etched something, great. It's pretty cool. Make the front part a bug, the back a leaf. Let's see something here. I like the gem. I like having the gem there. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing here yet. Do I just make this also into a leaf? More specifically a leaf, you know? Like do these little angle things. Do like these little bits that are sure to drive me insane when I do them. Because like, it might not work that much, but... scribble. This could be one piece. Well, if that's one piece, then... If that's one piece, if it's supposed to just be a leaf, do I do anything? What about this shit? Do we get in here and double it up, double wide? You know? Or is that just fucking with it? It's kind of cool. I'm not sure about this down here. What do we got? You guys got any ideas? Looks like a nasty stay ring. Sorry, back to leather. Stabby lol. What? I must have missed something. Thanks, Christopher. Appreciate it. I think it looks really cool. Again, there's something going on with this curve here that's very weird. That's probably not going to look like that when I make it, but whatever. I'm not too worried about it, you know? Asa says, I think part of what's bothering you is the scale and repeating elements. Either add leaves as a border or more brass vines below the hard leaf. Add more jewels, etc. More jewels below the hard leaf? What's bothering you is the scale and repeating elements. Either add leaves as a border or more brass vines below the hard leaf. The large leaf? Oh. The large leaf. I can write down. How many different ways can I say? I'm like hard leaf. I just thought I don't know how I read it like that. One piece, tooled in flow for sword play in the hand. How about layered leaves for the lower part? Like down, Joe, you're talking like down here? Some layered leaves? Like, in, just add them? Add, is that what we're talking about? Over the back of the hand. So in my brain, if this isn't an advertisement to get a tablet, I don't know what is. You know, in my brain we have and then the hands here, right? This is my hand of terribleness. You know what I'm saying. I stopped trying. I'm gonna go back and try. I'm trying again. I'm doing it. You're thinking this way? What do you mean? No, those aren't leaves. Those are fingers. Those are fingers. Couldn't you tell? I'm gonna give. There's 3 fingers. We got a thumb here. It's beautiful. Oh, I can even slide the pinky in there. What if the gem is where the wrist would be? Cut out is for the thumb. Oops, that didn't work. Thought I knew how to do this. Like back into here, you're talking about. Yeah, I feel what you're putting down here with that bit. You know, like you want this to all work out, but it might not. Yeah, there would be some interesting mobility things going on with this, but when I look at stuff like this, I'm thinking costume first, mobility second. I would love mobility, but if it's not too bad, because remember this is all gonna wrap around. You're just gonna have, depending on how thick this is, and this can be pretty thin. Like this whole leaf could probably be like a 4 or 5 ounce, maybe 4, 5, something like that. It's pretty thin. So this is just stopping your hand from bending back. So as long as it's not too thick and it's curved a bit, like I wanted it a little curved, it should be all right, ish. Should be all right-ish. It's all for prettiness, right? Why did I just change that finger? Like it's super important. Oh, look at me! I got a spam bot on a thingy on whatever. How do I do this? Now I get to remember how to block. Is that what I want to do? I guess that's what I want to do. One sec. Ban. Timeout. Mourn. Ban. Look at me. It's like I know what I'm doing. It's craziness. Joe says, brown leaves and brass would be a cool combo. Not a big fan of green armor. I'm with ya. I am with ya. But elves. But it would contrast well with brass. Maybe even reddish brown, forgive the pun, but this style is growing on me real time. Hey, there we go. Love it. I think this is, for me, it's pretty cool. Now the only thing I'm like, well, that doesn't look like a leaf anymore. Now it looks, but that's kind of neat. It doesn't have to look like it. Like this, what I'm saying is this is not a, that's not how leaves look, right? Do we need to split it somehow? Does it matter? I don't think it matters a lot. But maybe we do. Maybe we want it to separate so that little dangly piece is a bit different. I don't know for sure. But I like where we're going with it. I'm very excited for... Alright, so if you've been around here for a while, you know that I start the stream and fuck around a lot. But I'm very excited for the have no idea to get to this point so quickly. So... good job, guys. I should do more just prototyping with people. Because then I can just draw and people can fucking huck ideas at me. And I'll have a bunch of patterns for you guys. I looked at a Voynich manuscript Has lots of leaves and flowers and vines. Let me look that up. Voy Reach manuscript. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's got lots of different like lots of different stuff on it. It's kind of cool. I think people should go look that up. Lotion, thank you. That's a good idea. I do have a couple of splits on my. Did I already tell you guys that I'm pretty sure it's heavily induced by alcohol? Because I didn't drink for March, and then my hands weren't fine, but they didn't split a bunch. And the moment I started drinking again, they split up. Just gotta weigh shitty hands versus how much I like alcohol, I guess. You know? Do a little face moisturizer. There we go. Nice. Adelina, 100%. I drink well, I drink Coke Zero. I drink Monster energy drink, like the white can, 10 calorie. I drink beer and wine. I do occasionally have hydration stuff, more than I ever used to, but I started doing it a little late. A lot late. I'm gonna grab another one actually. So who thinks that I need to change that piece on the hand to be 2 pieces? I guess one of the things we also need to think about is how it's bending. How it's bending there. You know what I mean? Because if we bend it over the wrist, then that wrist is going to become rigid if it's a single piece. Rigid might be a strong word. Not rigid per se, but just not easily to. Yeah, well, the other bottle was water as well. But I put electrolytes in it. Keep it as one. See, Moldak, I'm kind of on board with that. I'm just wondering if we need to maybe fiddle with it at all. That's what I was thinking, Ben. Maybe thin it at the wrist to stop that kind of bridging from being a problem. I could also, as much as I've moved with this, I could do this as well, where we go. Did I make a new layer? I didn't. Doesn't really matter. I could take this little buddy. Did I just fuck that up? I did. Good job. Well, I don't want you bigger. Just move it further down here, and then just. I don't know if this really has anything to do with what I was talking about, but just fucking around. Just humor me. Fucking Christ. Humor me. Then that could just come down a bit more. It just gives it a little more room to be whatever. Instead of climbing all over that hand too much. Am I overthinking it? What else could I do to that leaf to make it? You know, I could also. That leaf could it could overlap. So I could cut it in a way that, you know, I'm gonna undo this just because I know I like the other one, and I could always change this later. Right. Oops. Come on, tablet. I could like just like cut it here, you know? So it does overlap, but there's like, it looks kind of the same. No, it's not. Never mind. That's a dumb idea. And now that I look at this, I do like the modification I did do on it. So, is what it is. And I did it, I undid it, and I'll do it again. But, I'm not too worried about it. Adelina has drank almost a half gallon of water with salt added to combat working out in the 78-degree Fahrenheit sun. Damn. What if you tie it to the wrist to thin it there, make it appear to be strapped? Ooh. See, there we go. So if there was a bridge piece, at the wrist, that would be pretty styling. What if that bridge piece also? I'm excited. I'm way more excited than I should be. No, actually, not more than I should be. So I'm gonna put this back to where it was because I liked it. Now that I've done it, undone it, and then fucking doing it again, whatever. I liked the shift. It was a little too much up on the fingers, you know. But what if we did this, right? You're with me? And what if there was like, here, what if there was something to separate them? Because then I could fuck with them in a way that made it so they bend better. You know? I don't love that, but I think I don't love it just because it's my scribbles. What if it, you know, like something in here to make it so we can separate it. Use the gem as on the hinge, as or on the hinge. Braided straps, vine hinges. I wish I could picture the shit in my head that you guys are talking about. Use the gem as or on the hinge. You know what? I'm gonna do another thing where I go back to here. I'm gonna select, just so, because, you know, sometimes you fuck stuff up and it's totally fucked. And you can't unfuck it. There. You can add a little, like the top portion around the bottom on the back of the hand to incorporate them together. Thanks, Xenia. Just working our way through it. Oh, thanks. Everybody's giving me ideas. We're trying to sort it out right now. Because I want to do a suit of elven armor as one of my next projects here, but the brass idea is not a bad idea. I'm a little worried about the brass just interfering with the hand. What if this? Why is this such a terrible eraser? Let's do this. Let's end this, see if it can just be its own thing. Alright, so if that's ended, and if this came in here, maybe it's underneath or something, and then we had a bridging piece. I don't know for sure. Are they not wearing a watch? Is that the problem? I think there's something here. I'm just not sure if I could find it. That does get the separation I'm looking for. Just so that hand can bend a little more. Not sure if love, but it's an interesting idea. I think it needs to have a bit of a articulation point. I think a little bit, Joe. It doesn't. I like it. I like it without the braid, personally. Hey, Sam Huin, how are you doing? Please use a keyframe for... Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the keyframe sequence here, but I'll fix it after. Soft leather for the bridge. Doesn't necessarily need to be soft. Oh. What if I just cut it? Am I overthinking it? What if this was just sliced? Like, if we get into here. What if I just cut it? Like, just did a cut here, and a cut here, and then it's got its wet molding. This kind of has to go into another piece under it to make it set nicely. But if I just cut it, then this would move as you bent your wrist. It would open and close, and it would just be leafy. It would be a leafy cut, right? Put the strap underneath the leaf. Yeah, I don't necessarily need the strap. It's more that I can see where this is going to be a problem with how it sits and moves on somebody's wrist, which is something that always happens with concept artists on films. Well, they'll hand you they'll be like, oh, make this. You'll be like, that doesn't work at all. just so you know, I can't do that. I'm not a magician. So I'm just trying to make sure it's got some movement. Especially if I want this nice like curve and this to like curve here, right? Like if I want these cool leafy curves. I didn't even think about a palm strap. I guess it could have a palm strap. He's waves and concept artist. Nice. So, if I was a concept artist, this would be like terrible, but done for me. But I'm just thinking about how it's gonna sit with the leaf-iness. The articulation of the leaf. Like, if you want the leaf, I'm pointing at this as if you guys can see me pointing. If you want, this is an exaggeration, but if you want the leaf to curve around the arm at all, then having it curve back the other way starts to become a problem. If this is terribly, the wider this gets on this part, the harder it is to have this curve back the other way and up. Like I kind of want this up here. Like if it's narrow here, not a big deal. We can curve this whole bit, and it's narrow here, so we can just curve it back up. That's why I'm thinking, I don't know if those scribbles made any sense, but that's where my brain is. That's why I'm thinking just cut it. Just cut it. Right? just be a cut here. And a cut here. And I could even put something, I could put a bridge piece under it. I could put another little leafy bridge piece on either side. And in fact, I do have to I have to back that. And since I have to back that, I could do another piece. There. What do I missed a bunch of stuff. Adelina said some stuff. Like the upper leaf narrowed stem of leather with gem. That's sort of what I was thinking with adding more leaves over the hand, hiding the joint. Hey, sweetheart, how you doing today? How you feeling? We sort of hand hiding the joint, but visually breaking it up some with a larger jewel. Less snotty? Good. Less snotty is always a good thing. Why does my camera seem very off? Like, I think I'm supposed to be here, but I'm not. That doesn't make any sense. Does it matter? No, but I'm gonna fix it. I don't think that fixes it at all. Did I just put it the wrong way? Oh no, that fixed it. Yes. The hand looks strange. Luckily, we're not making a hand. We're just drawing a vambrace. This is just a drawing. This is a concept sketch. You think it looks strange now? You should have seen it earlier, when it was just sausages. Asa says, here's an out there thought. What if we reverse the bronzy portion and the leaf? Leaf was up at the top, bronzy portion at the base. What if we go back to Numero Uno and we dive into it? And so you're thinking the bronze still over top? So we're doing like this. Well, that's terrible. What is that? This is all the bronze piece, or do you mean like the leaf? Well, the bronze piece over top. This is a terrible eraser. Where is it? Whoa. Whatever. Whoops. So we do these. This is also not really what's happening, but we're just doing it to do it. I think, but now we got the problem where, well, unless we do this, where this is also a leaf still. Because then we've got like a brass piece that can't move. That way you can incorporate the gem and vine design. Oh, incorporate the gems with the vines. It's a cool idea. I think I like the the bronziness, brass stuff underneath. I think the leaf just kind of disappears too much. But this is an interesting fucking around trying, right? If we could do a leaf on this side as well. It's a terrible leaf. I like my other one better, but whoop. Now I do want that shitty eraser. Meh. Well, it's, it would have to be broken up a little. I just like where I like where we're at already, honestly. I think that's gonna be weird. I think I like this idea where we just cut it. If at all. And so this is bronze. Or brass, it'll be brass because I don't have bronze. Should it be a leather edge? I think so. I think it should be an inset plate. I love layers of all kinds, so if any time I can inset something, I think we should. Or you should. Do whatever you want. But like, this is leather in, this is leather. And then this other one is like riveted on here in some way. Ah! That's crazy. That way you can incorporate the gem and vine design, just spitballing. Then let's just cut it. My favorite is the just cut it one. Maybe I do like stitching, a little bit of stitching on stuff too, so I might maybe hand stitch some shit. Leaves look cool in steel. My friend Hans Groff won 2 awards for his Indian headdress he made. I would have to see that. Is it easily found? And what? What? Where's my button of hilarity? One second. See if this works. I set this up. We'll see if it works. No, not quite. Okay. Is that it? Is that the thing? Is that it, or is that somebody else's? Either way, that's really cool. Very cool. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Damn. Alright. Where are we at with this? Are you saying I should just make a giant leaf doing chasing and repousse? Is that what you're saying? Now everything's brass? That would be interesting. Did a little green patina on the brass. Get the fucking... Later, Christopher. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. 80 pounds? Jesus. That's a lot. That is a workout. I am liking where we are at with this interesting Vambrace. What's the date today? I wonder if I can get this out before the end of the month. Sure, why not? Why can't I get it out? Of course I can get it out. You water form that glues on. Interesting. What could I do? You know, I like the little squigglies, honestly. It's not too complicated. It's pretty simple. But I could do something way cooler. What could I do? Another dumb idea. Basket weave around the border. A basket weave stamp around the border? Or basket weave around the border? Quad State is the Blacksmith Disneyland, if anyone wants to know. Quad State. You can... I think it's very nice, very nice. Now we just gotta make it a reality, right? That's the next phase, reality. And of course, to make it a reality, I will make it in Illustrator. Do we have enough time to do that kind of stuff right now? Not really. Well, we do. We kind of do. What do I need to figure out? Oh, Illustrator. Do I want to do Illustrator right now? Sure. I guess I could. We can do some Illustrator stuff. Asa says you should definitely rough sketch with us more often. This was fun. I enjoyed it greatly as well. Let's throw down a little bit of Illustrator. I'll just set this up. Patterns, pattern prep. Vambrace. Elven. V 1.0. Kind of. Really, everything should be an alpha to start on, so it should be like version 0.9. Let's do that. 0.9. Alright, let's see here. Oh, thanks. Thank you, Ben. Let's do some little fiddling. I'm so short. Now the that's better. Let's do a little... I think this is crazy that I'm doing it at this distance. The monitor's far away from me. But I can make a leaf. We're gonna make a leaf. 1 second. Let me double check the size of this thing. I don't want it to be crazy. 8 inches? That's getting really long. Yeah. You know what? 8's fine. What is that? That's 8. Okay. Well, we'll just... Don't worry, it's gonna look like something eventually here. Hey, I can see it better. Real talk, I'll make all the Damascus metal parts. You help with the monkey race suit. How much of my soul do you want? I don't know. I don't know how much. We'll have to discuss. Honestly, I should just do all these curves first, since it's gonna... I'm just fucking around a bit, honestly. I'll probably go back and redo this, but I just wanted to start thinking about it a little more. Yeah, different leaves would be cool. Yeah, if I could go do a bunch of leaves for people, I guess they could do their own too, but... I think what'll help with this is if I... just throw these in here for now. There. Is this gonna be weird? Yes. Oops. What is that? What the fuck? Hmm? Not on. Fail. Good enough. I just got our team race shirts. I can make shirts, but you need to know when to ask for advice, like I did with my laser. I love my lasers. Seems a little strangely put here. This is gonna make it weird, isn't it? Oops. Yes, it is. Let's do this. What about laser etching designs into the leaf? Fuck. That's a good idea too. I could do two versions of this. I could do like the... Here's just what, you know, you don't have a bunch of stuff like I do. Here it is. The leaf vambrace. And then I could be like, but if you do have a bunch of stuff like I do, you can do all this ridiculousness. You know? Oh, that's... Is that weird or cool? What did I just do there? It's kind of weird. Kind of cool. I like it. We're in. I could also get rid of this white so we can see this a little better. Do I need to? No, I don't. I'm overthinking. Overthinking it. Oh, well, thanks for subscribing there, Mr. Bubba's Boys. Oh, yeah, a bunch of elven letters or something. Pretty good ideas, guys, I must admit. I should do this every week. It should be, every week should be, almost, yeah, like almost every week should be prototype chat. Because then people that are like actually interested in behind patterns and stuff get a say, which is kind of cool. And I get inspired by all the crazy ideas thrown at me, you know? Maybe every other week. Maybe I could even have a schedule. Oh my god, a schedule? That's crazy. I should know these shortcuts better. All this clicking. Hey, Sarah. I'm 16 years old and I'm very known to leatherworking. Very known to leatherworking? Not sure what you're saying there, but that's okay. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. Is this dumb? Whoops. Is this weird reverse curve kind of stupid? Do I have that in my brain because it's gonna turn up? You know what I mean? Like it's... Oh, very new. Very new to leatherworking is great. Well, you come to the right place. Be very new with us here. We're where's my little button? Where's my button? Huh? Yeah, so we sketched. I don't know if you're here for our little sketch, but we're doing a little sketch for some elven vambraces, which everybody threw ideas at. We've got at the big leaf here, and then hopefully in the back at the top here is going to be like some brass that's got some etching on it, and we've got a gem, so that's cool. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. And so I'm just doing the leaf in Illustrator. I think I like it. We'll see. Needs a couple more of those little indents, but otherwise we're rolling along pretty good. What have you done? So have you done anything yet, Sarah? Have you done any projects, leatherworking projects? Come on. What the frickin' hell? You know what? I'm just gonna try and delete that and see what happens. That's way too big. Let's try this again. There. That's all right. Oops. Fuck. All right. There we go. To support you best, would you prefer people pick up your patterns from a specific site? Yes, my Shopify site is the place to go. If you're not on Patreon, just a heads up, I gave away yesterday or the day before, I gave away 30 free Patreon 1-month subscriptions, just randomly to free subscribers, because I try and entice people in, give them a taste, and then you have them in your clutches. So make sure you're on Patreon as a free subscriber. I sometimes I give free patterns out there as well. Also, remember that this stream is brought to you by you guys. So any kind of support you guys offer would be awesome. Be it super chats, super stickers, subscribing, joining the channel, all that kind of stuff. I don't preach it enough. I probably should. And that, for me, I used to do like commercials on this on YouTube. There's no commercials on here anymore because people donate, and that's how that goes. So do with that information whatever you want, as I work on a leaf here. Leafy leaf or so. if I did it right here? Kind of at the... kind of neat, I think. Also, what if I... can I reverse this curve a little bit? That's not bad. Why did my headset just make a weird noise? We'll do one more in here. No, it doesn't look very feathery, but whatever. Feathery and leafy. If people want to share their work from your patterns with you, how would they go about doing that? Also, thank you for the reminder of Patreon. Also, a reminder, there's a Discord server, so if you can also go onto the Discord server and share work there. I run contests on the Discord server. Hey Ben, thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate it. That's awesome. I do contests. I've been a little slow on the contests lately, but we're currently have like a bunny mask contest going on. Not a ton of entries on that contest, but hopefully something like this will get people going here pretty soon. We'll see. This looks a little funny. What's going on here? I don't like this at all. We're just gonna take this part out and do a little recurve of it. There, that's better. You owed me. What did you owe me for? Well, thank you, appreciate it. You don't owe me anything. You don't owe me anything, but I'll take it. Oops, I hit something randomly on my little... There we go. Lovely. And then down here there will be a cutout around the wrist for our gemsicle. And also, what I was talking about before is there should be a cutout here as well. Let's see if I can just do a really crazy little cut here. I could also, I'm just gonna see how this goes. I was doing some etching. I'm smelling my etching solution on my table. So I'm like, is it on me? It's just a little bit. I'll have to clean this thing. That's not what I wanted. Hey, Dragon Spirit HWBF. Hopefully you're having an incredible day. What we are working on today is this thing. We sketched it out. People gave me ideas on what, like, I want to do some elven armor, so I've been trying to finally get around doing it. And so today I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. We'll just sketch today. So this is what we sketched out. Ignore the fingers. They're not, you know, ignore them. So that's gonna be what we're doing. And that's what I'm working on right now in Illustrator after we have done that. So this here, in theory, is gonna be, this is a leaf, not a feather. And this is gonna be brass when I do it, probably, this part. And that's it. It's looking all right. I think it's too. I hate to say this now that I've already done all this. It's too heavy at the top. I think it needs to be heavier at the bottom and taper more towards the top. Is what it is. Is there an easy way for me to do that without fucking everything up here? Whoops. So we can try to just move shit around and see what happens. Yeah, I'm using Illustrator. Will this fix it? Yes. Could I have done it an easier way? Maybe. So yeah, that's already looking better. I still think it needs to be even heavier down on the bottom. Like, I like that wide base, and then I could taper here, but right, it's the right idea, you know? We are? Ignore that, but thank you for telling me that. Anyways, I changed it. I changed it, and I'm gonna change it more. I want it to be heavier down on the bottom. And interestingly enough, just screwing with it like that kind of gives it more of an organic kind of feel to it. I can always fix it here. I totally knew that you guys were on the wrong thing. That was a test. Good job. Gold star. Pass. Asa pass. Or Adelina? Was it Adelina? Adelina pass? Where am I looking here? Okay. But I like the two-piece design. Oh, it's gonna be two-piece design for sure. I'm just working my way through the leafiness. Damn. Stinky table. It's looking pretty good. This is a cutout specifically for the gemstone, so oops. Whatever size that is gonna be. If I just, yeah, I haven't done anything significant to this. Let's go. Sure. I'm being silly. Now Illustrator is full screen. Well, it should be full screen, shouldn't it? Oh, you mean with no me? does it not have me on there? Strange. Was I on it before? Because I didn't think I moved anything. Maybe I was never on it. Whatever. This is a wonky, whoops, wonky wonkerson. Am I hitting all kinds of buttons here? It's 100 here. Need to get to bed. See you around, guy. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you. See you soon, I'm sure. So this is... Why is it set to pixels? Let's change that right now before I forget. Units. Let's change it to something to annoy everybody. Points, types, general, okay. I thought it was 8. Is it 7? No, it is. What? I'm confused. It's 8. Good. 8 by 3 and a... How wide is that shit? Right at the mid section. It almost seems... I hate to say this, it almost seems small. 8. Up to just to the knuckles. Then we've got that whole other part. You know, that's not bad. That's not a bad size. Let's fix this one. I don't want this all goofy. I like the other side a little goofy, but oops. What did I do there? Nothing. I did nothing. No. What the hell's going on? Why? I'm so confused right now. We'll do this. Cut. There we go. Now it can't get in my way. And then I'll just paste it back in. Yeah, it'll be bigger with the brass, says Adelina. Ben says, can you just copy that other line and flip it? Which line do you mean? Also, this side is a little wonky. What's going on here? I'm gonna redo this side too. Oh, no, I'm gonna have the fucking same problem as before, trying to connect these. Yeah. Oops. Cut. No. Cut. Do this. What the hell? What is going on over here? Oh, I'm making myself sick just moving my zoom around. What's happening here? happening? Oh. No. Grr. I don't know what the hell was that? Oh, I've only grabbed part of this? Alright, anyways. No wonder that was all fucked up. Pull that out. Swoop this in a little bit for something different. Oops. Well, this is all fucked up now too. Good stuff. Still a little weird, but that's okay. Let's do this just for the hell of it. It's looking alright. If we're... Yeah, we could always put some lines on it for the hell of it. How many times can I use that right away? Go. Oops. I don't like them. They should follow it a little more closely. Oh my god! Well, I think that's about it for today. I need to start thinking about measurements and some other stuff for this vambrace. Talking? Does that work? Does the talking button work? That did work. Well, thank you for coming to my TED Talk on Leathercraft and making elven armor. This was a lot of fun, this stream. It was, what is my... Okay, my stream was showing blank for some reason. Thank you for hanging out with me today. This was a lot more fun than I thought it would be, considering my usual chaos stream. You know, I look forward to seeing what people will do with this pattern when I get it done. Hopefully, I will have it done before the end of this month. It'll be on Patreon, so if you're not on Patreon, hop on there and grab that pattern as well as all the other patterns that were available this month. It'll also be available on my website for sure as well. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate all of you guys. And Trust says, thanks again for the Patreon membership. Have a great weekend. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. Again, make sure you join my Patreon for free because I give away free stuff. Who doesn't like free stuff? And I'll ponder the monkey. And enjoy your weekend, everybody. I'll see you next time. Should I try and raid? I'll try and raid, but it never really works very well. So just hang in there while I see if there's any raids.